I let my child ask why Grandpa never calls anymore. My daughter Lily was coloring at the kitchen table when she looked up at me with those big brown eyes. Mommy, did Grandpa die? My heart stopped. No, baby. Why would you ask that? Because he used to call every Sunday. Now he never calls. She went back to coloring like she hadn't just ripped my chest open. I didn't know what to say. The truth was too complicated for a 6-year-old. My dad stopped calling 8 months ago after I refused to let him control my life anymore. It started when I got engaged to Andrew. My dad never liked him. Said he wasn't good enough for his little girl. Said Andrew would never provide the life I deserved. What he really meant was Andrew wasn't the rich lawyer my dad had picked out for me. When we announced our engagement at dinner, my dad stood up and said if I married Andrew, he'd cut me off completely. No inheritance, no Sunday dinners, no relationship with future grandchildren. I told him that was his choice to make. He made it. 8 months of silence. No birthday call for Lily. No Christmas card. Nothing. My mom would sneak texts sometimes, but she was too scared of my dad to actually visit. Last week, my dad called out of nowhere. I almost dropped my phone when I saw his name. I picked up cautiously. He didn't say hello. Just said your mother's having surgery next Tuesday. Thought you should know. Then he hung up. That Sunday, we drove to my parents' house. I told Andrew to wait in the car with Lily while I went inside to check on my mom. But when I walked through the door, my dad was sitting in his recliner like a king on his throne. He looked at me with disappointment. Couldn't even wear something nicer to see your mother? I was wearing jeans and a sweater. Normal clothes. He continued. She's resting upstairs. You have 10 minutes. That's when Lily ran through the front door. She'd seen me go inside and followed. She stopped in the middle of the living room and stared at my dad. Grandpa? His face softened for half a second, then hardened again. Lily, go back to the car. But Lily didn't move. She just stood there looking at him. Why don't you call anymore? My dad shifted in his chair. That's grown-up stuff. You wouldn't understand. But Lily kept going. Mommy cries sometimes when she looks at old pictures of you. Did you stop loving us? I should have stopped her. Should have picked her up and carried her out. But I didn't. I let her ask every question I'd been too afraid to ask myself. My dad's jaw clenched. Lily, your mother made choices. He glanced at me. Choices that showed she doesn't respect this family. Lily tilted her head. What choices? My dad looked at me expecting me to intervene. I didn't. She married someone I didn't approve of. He said it like Andrew was a criminal. Someone who doesn't deserve her. Lily processed this slowly. You mean Daddy? Yes. Lily was quiet for a moment. Then she said something that made my dad go completely pale. But Daddy reads me stories every night. He makes Mommy laugh. He fixed my bike when it broke. She paused. What do you do? The room went silent. My dad opened his mouth, closed it, opened it again. I provide for this family. I built everything your mother has. Lily shook her head slowly. Mommy says love isn't about stuff. It's about showing up. My dad's face turned red. He looked at me furiously. You're putting words in her mouth. I crossed my arms. She's 6. She's just saying what she sees. That's when my mom appeared at the top of the stairs. She'd heard everything. Her voice was quiet but firm. Richard, she's right. My dad spun around. Excuse me? You haven't shown up for 8 months. You missed Lily's birthday. Her dance recital. Christmas morning. My dad stood up. Because our daughter chose wrong. My mom walked down the stairs slowly, still recovering from whatever procedure she'd had. No, you chose wrong. You chose your pride over your granddaughter. I'd never seen my mom stand up to him. Not once in 30 years. She continued. I've been sneaking phone calls to our daughter like I'm having an affair. She's our child, Richard. Not a business deal that went bad. My dad's face crumbled. He looked at Lily, then at me, then at my mom. Lily walked over to him and tugged his sleeve. If you say sorry, we can start over. That's what Mommy tells me when I make mistakes. My dad looked down at her for a long time. Then he did something I'd never seen him do. He got down on his knees so he was eye level with her, and he started crying. I don't know if things will ever be normal, but my dad calls every Sunday now, and every single time, the first person he asks to talk to is Lily.